2 seconds, Rosie Posie. You're on.
Oh, God.
You're on, Rosie Posie. You're on.
Hi.
Hiya. How are you? Are you okay?
No, I really want to make a complaint to the management about this lighting for starters.
Well, you're going to have to lodge a complaint with HR. You'll get in touch with HR here. This is Wesley. He runs both HR, marketing, sales, and recruitment.
Wesley's what you might call an all-rounder.
Yeah, he's a real company man. He's a team player. He is, he's a polymath. He is of indeterminate gender.
Is he vegan?
No.
What?
He eats krill. Nothing but pure krill. He sifts it through. What do lobsters eat? Don't know, just shit off the floor.
I should know this.
Why? What, are you a marine biologist? You worked at the Sea Life Centre.
Exactly, that's what I mean. Do you know, I nailed that job by they asked you which sea creature you would be.
Right.
And
what'd you say? Come on, out with it.
No,
Basking
I'm really sorry I
shark.
even brought this up. Let's change.
Some krill sifter. Some bottom feeder.
What's krill, isn't
Krill. It's like it's a very small.
Like plankton.
Yeah. Yeah, kinda. I think so. Something like plankton. What did you say you were going to be? Octopus? Blowfish? Come on, Rosie, you're live. Come on. This is what you asked to come on the show.
No, you asked me to come on the show. I never asked for this.
I did not ask for this.
All right, I said I wanted to be a seahorse.
That's cute.
Because they lived off shrimp.
Right, yeah.
They got to stay at home all day while the husbands went out to work and got all the food. And the husbands have the babies. How sick is that?
Jesus, that was...
And you can cling onto things with your little tail.
So what you're saying is that men should get pregnant. Is that what you want? Is that the world you want to live in?
I just want to stay at home.
Men have got... You want to stay at home, doing your nails, eating milk tray, watching Jeremy Kyle. Reruns. It's not on anymore. Eating shrimp.
I know, but did you know he's getting a new show next year? He's being brought back to ITV. Nothing quite so controversial as last time, but apparently they want him back. I thought he was like fucking hated now.
Yeah. Well, I think like... The sort of people that watch Jeremy Kyle, and I'm not saying subhuman scum. I'm not calling them all subhuman scum, but there's certainly an element of that. No, look, it's human cockfighting in a way. People say that like MMA or boxing is human cockfighting, but it's not. Jeremy Kyle is human cockfighting, and that's what people want to see.
To be honest, it really did brighten up my day when I was off sick or just bunking off work or hungover. I did enjoy it.
Society's on its last legs. We want to watch it. We want front seats to the apocalypse, and Jeremy Kyle is where it's at.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very much of the school of thought. It makes me feel better when I'm feeling a little bit shit.
Yeah, get that mic in closer.
Sorry,
come on. Or move your chair a little bit closer in. Come on, one fist. Come on, you're only one fist away from a decent radio show.
I just found the sweet spot for this lighting.
Yeah, I'm sorry about the lighting. It's not ideal.
No, I mean, it's
fine
really
for
gross.
me.
It's really, I mean, you just look like...
Look, I'm effervescent. It's this high meat diet. It's just on fleek. It's these Starbucks coffees, the beautiful
you're over 30.
supping.
Can you say on fleek?
Yes, yeah, I can. I've say it on my TikTok account.
I misspelled my name.
Yeah, badly as well.
Yeah.
Rossi.
Guys,
it's 4 minutes past 10. You're listening to Coffee and Memes.
Steady job and a couple extra potatoes. That's all I want.
You're getting on. You're pushing 30, Slugger. You know, it's time to think about getting some ambition.
Oh, I always figured I'd live a little bit longer without it.
Don't forget, kid, that what you're trying to do here is to be bright and chipper and entertaining and intelligent and sort of glitzy, and that's funny, and it's kind of cool, and it's interesting, and it's edgy, and all of that. It puts that facade of momentary charisma on you, and if you don't play that out, you actually fail.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coffee and Memes on Threshold.fm, on YouTube, on Twitch, and just pouring out the back room of Trickstar Radio, the official radio station now of the Flat Earth Movement. Did you know this?
I did not.
Well, you know Flat Earth's a thing now. I don't know if you're a Flat Earther. You should be if you're not. No?
No.
No, you don't think the Earth's flat?
Prove
to me that it's a globe.
I can't get into these conversations or I can't prove stuff. I mean, it's a deep down feeling that the Earth
Typical
is
globe
flat,
head.
But yeah,
Typical round Earth shill.
You know.
Who's paying you? Who is paying you to say that the Earth is round? George Soros? Is it? Who is it? Yep, we're in the back room of Trickstar. I think they're having a meeting. I think possibly discussing the next Flat Earth meetup that they're going to have. Guys, we've got news. We've got various bits of news, some more salacious than others. Headlines-wise, porn site offers free virtual blowjobs direct to your phone. Finally. Can finally download a nosh. Thank God. Choc horror. Women, watch out. Avoid melted chocolate during foreplay to curb risk of nasty infections.
Wow.
Don't put choc in your vag.
That's up there with the don't put ice lollies in your vag.
Yeah, the Metro really, they are the sort of... they're kind of compiling a dossier, I guess, of all the things that shouldn't go in your vag.
They go hard with that vagina content. But Rush Hour Crush, on the other hand, is what I live for in the Metro.
Rush Hour Crush?
You've never seen it?
No?
I thought you watched my Instagram stories.
Some of them. Yeah, the first couple, and then the preceding 18. Not so much.
Yeah. In the Metro, they do this thing where you can tell other commuters that you fancy them. So,
right.
I can't believe
Rush
you
Hour
haven't seen
Crush.
this.
How am I not?
No,
I'm
it's
a
not
Metro
online.
enthusiast. It's only in the paper.
It's only in the paper. And I interestingly found out that apparently there's real friction between Metro Online and the Metro newspaper. They don't share content. They don't share platforms. Nothing like that. They hate each other. Yeah.
I'm not surprised because the Metro Online is an absolute cesspool of 2-bit hacks. Right? Just utter gobshites writing the worst quote-unquote journalism. It's like an actual journalist has taken numerous mind-bending drugs stupid pills and tried to write an article with their eyes shut, just stabbing away at the keyboard, high off mescaline or something, and just had a go, don't put eggs in your fanny.
But I think Rush Hour Crush was actually made for online, but it's newspaper only. So you say...
But it makes sense. It's free, the Metro, isn't it?
If someone was doing one about me, they'd probably say to the girl, to the angry-looking girl with a fuck-off face on the 918 from Brighton to London Victoria.
Forcing a pret down her face.
Forcing a pret down her face, probably whilst crying in Instagram storying
crying
at the same
from one
time.
eye and angry from the other.
Exactly. And it will say something like... fancy sitting next to me tomorrow and I'll put a smile on your face, shit like that.
God.
But then they respond to each other and then you're meant to send in your success stories, but there seems to be very little join up with it. Like I would like follow up on this, like month by month.
Yeah.
And you'd think it'd be really good online because I said, well, can't you do a Twitter devoted to this, updating people? I mean, maybe I'm more invested in it.
I think I'm not sure about it. Today's, post Me Too climate. I don't know. It seems a bit kind of predatory.
And it's all about appearances as well.
Yeah,
it's like
of course.
Man in the dashing purple suit, and there was one girl with the very slightly lazy eye, and she replied saying, from girl with the very slightly lazy eye. I was like, wow, okay.
Well, boss-eyed people in general, they make the most passionate lovers. So the myth goes. Don't know if you've ever been with anyone boss-eyed. That'd be a yes.
I mean, scrolls through the Rolodex. No.
No? Well, you've never known true passion.
Really?
You've never known true passion until you've been with someone who is so boss-eyed.
You're not quite sure where they're looking.
Yeah, exactly. The reason they're boss-eyed is because all the sexual energy inside them is just basically mangling their insides. That's why it happens. That's what I've been told.
I'm enjoying the way you're fondling your lobster as you say that.
Get overexcited. He's put us up with a lot of punishment. A lot of his skin has actually started to fly off on his undercarriage.
You don't even like lobsters or eat lobsters. Do you eat lobsters?
No, actually, this is probably a good time to mention that someone sent me a dead lobster in the post.
I saw that on Hayley's Insta.
Yeah, I don't know whether or not it was a nice surprise gone wrong or a death threat.
Was there a note?
No. It was sent from a legitimate fish delivery company. I know who sent it, but I still don't know if it was a threat.
Okay.
Should I inform the police about this?
I mean...
It was supposed to be alive, but I think the delivery company were so useless that it had been sat somewhere for a bit.
So what did you do with it?
It was bad lobster. It smelt very bad.
Okay.
It was a shame because I would have cooked it and it would have been delicious.
I once...
But it was off.
I once got a lobster from that place down by Shore and Beach to make a lobster for my ex's Valentine's meal, and he got so upset by the fact it was alive. He named it and wanted to go and put it in the sea. He was like, "Babe, for my Valentine's treat, can we just put it back in the sea?" I was like, to be honest, I think it's probably going to not fare that well if we do that. And I killed it.
Yeah, do you eat it?
Yeah.
Yeah, is it good?
Made Thermidor.
Oh,
great, mate.
Hello.
I know.
Yikes.
I made like hand cooked, like really thin shoestring fries with it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bit Bernays, I think so.
Bernays.
Many
It's
years ago.
so silky and greasy. Woman who faked depression for nose job asks public to fund bum lift. You ever thought about a GoFundMe for some surgery?
I haven't, but she should get her face sorted before she looks to her bum.
Yeah, that's a reasonable point. What's the deal, man?
Wow. Has she had the bum lift? Is this post bum lift?
No, she's saving up for the bum lift. She looks like she's done a few rounds at Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I mean, who's been beating her up?
That should be the first. She should be doing a crowdfund. Britain's most hated woman.
I mean, that's pretty strong, isn't it?
Okay. Well, let's see where this goes. A mum who's been branded Britain's most hated woman is crowdfunding for a £6,000 bum lift after the NHS told her she couldn't have one for free. 37-year-old Carla Belushi has criticised the NHS for not offering her a free surgery and said that she needs to have the cosmetic procedure for her mental health.
Come on, Carla.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Commie. Unbelievable. She's not exactly a stranger to this sort of thing either. Carla hit the headlines recently when she admitted to faking depression to get an NHS-funded nose job worth $7,000. But look at that hooter. I mean, that is $7,000 worth of pure dreams, isn't it?
I just want to know what's happened under her eyes.
Well, she's obviously been in an accident or something, hasn't she? I don't know. Maybe she is a professional boxer. I don't know.
Or just is a car crash.
Mum of three.
Brows, mate.
Fierce, aren't they? Those brows are a real statement of intent, aren't they?
What they called scouse? They called scouse brows.
Scouse brows?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fun fact: my mum's a scouser.
Yeah,
Yep.
that is fun fact.
Yeah.
She got rid of the accent though.
My
didn't
dad got rid of the accent.
Paid for it,
He paid
didn't
for
he?
elocution lessons. The really bad thing is that's not
That's
even
money
a
well-
joke. He
no,
literally
it's one money well spent.
forced her Birkenhead accent out of her because it just wasn't, what he wanted.
That's amazing.
Yep.
But
Do
that
one for another time.
you find the woman of your dreams apart from,
Second wife as well.
well, yeah, God bless him in a way. The mum of three told the Mirror, "I need it for my mental health, for my self-esteem, and it's just something that I need to do so bad. I know I can't pay for it." Listen, wanting something really bad is not depression or mental health issues. Like, there are specific cars that I would really like.
Yeah.
I'd really like a Tesla. That would be I think I'd really enjoy it.
That's interesting.
I really think I would have a lot of fun with it. But I don't expect to be given one for free because it doesn't make me that sad that I don't have one. But I could ham it up.
Yeah.
I don't please NHS, please taxpayers. Hey, taxpayers, I really want a nice car. Why am I denied this nice car? It's making me sad.
I mean, where
Buy
do
it
I
for
sign?
me.
We'll have my income tax.
Please take my tax. Don't spend it on the police or the fire service. Give it to Will. Buy him a Tesla.
Oh, this old tart for a bum lift.
Hey, get this old boiler a bum lift. God knows she needs it. The NHS definitely won't pay for it this time. I don't know why transgenders get operations left, right, and centre, but they will not.
That is deep.
They will not pay for my bum lift.
Wow.
And you wonder why she's been branded most hated woman.
I mean, I still think there's more deplorable people.
Oh yeah, certainly. I mean, she's not actually committed any violent crime or.
Those eyebrows.
Yeah, fair enough. So I'm relying on you guys, the great British public, to donate. Where's the crowdfunder? Well, let's see what
She's raised just £10.
Just a tenner.
Well, I mean, now
Come
she's got this
on.
kind of exposure.
The £12. Jesus,
Who chucked her?
jeez.
Should we chuck her a couple of quid just so we can
I'm tempting to.
give her some feedback? Good luck, girl.
Good luck, girl.
Stop being a sponger and get a job. I mean,
£2. Stop being a
anonymous.
sponger. Good luck, girl. I know some scumbags wrapped up in rugs with bunch of kids can claim also. Oh my God! Can claim all sorts of benefits and council housing without paying a penny of tax. Then why not
Try to get the
NHS
NHS
to
to
fund
fund it
your
because
art.
it's on its fucking knees, Sly, or whatever.
I do like the sort of whataboutism with this.
No, I hate
like,
them all, Will.
the
I hate them all.
transgenders get the operations, the Muslims have got the benefits. Why can't I get bum implants? Pay for my ass.
No, I hate them. Next,
And you
let's-
know she's going to be making bank off of one of those apps like OnlyFans where you post pictures of your anus for cash.
Really?
Yeah, you're not on that.
No.
Come on, you're an
But
attractive young
As
woman.
soon as you said anus, it reminded me of the time my mum rang me and asked me at 8 a.m. to ask me if anal bleaching was a thing because she'd just heard about it on the radio. Darling, me and Paul have just heard this bit on the radio. I was like, oh, God, could it not wait? It's 8 o'clock in the morning. She's like, well, you know, they're talking about anal bleaching and it just doesn't sound real. Me and Paul think it's a joke. And I was like, no, Mum, that's a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Every time someone says anus now, I think of that.
Yeah, but I mean, you wouldn't want to get seen out in public with an unbleached anus, would you? What if you got hit by a bus or something? They had to remove your underwear. Imagine the horror and the shame of not having had it bleached.
I know. I mean,
God.
I hope Brazilian bum lift ladies got her anus ready.
I mean, yeah, you're going to go, okay, you've got your crowdfunder has reached its goal.
Yeah.
Maybe it's even gone over and you're able to get slightly larger implants. That's the dream, right? So then you go to get it done, but shock horror, just as you go in, you're lying on the thing, just the anaesthetist is just slowly putting it in. You just count to 10, you suddenly realise, shock horror, you forgot to get it bleached. Man, that's rough, huh?
I mean, yeah.
Oh, look, she's got a little dreams thing.
Coffee.
Yeah, no, as I was saying, there's a she'll be on that thing OnlyFans. It's called. It's an app where basically it's like Snapchat Premium,
Okay.
or basically you can charge people a monthly subscription for your.
Does
No.
anyone? Is that a thing anymore?
No one over 17 uses it.
Okay.
If they do, they're a creep.
cheating on their birds.
They're cheating on their birds, or they're a creep. They should be avoided.
Yeah, I don't understand this.
They're creeping.
So I saw about some girl who had uncovered that her boyfriend was cheating on her because of his views to like send ratio or something on Snapchat. He'd obviously been sending loads
Just
of
firing them off.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that was how she'd worked it out. And I was like, I really don't understand. I work in social media. I feel like I should probably know more.
What is this ratio? The cheat ratio?
Yeah.
Don't know. It's special. It's magic. Inside Ed Sheeran's mini village that he spent a big chunk of his fortune on. Okay, Ed Sheeran's starting a cult.
He is, and he's just got planning permission for a nightclub on there as well.
Okay, a sex club. He's
Yep.
building a sex club in his cult fortress
Torture garden.
/compound. Yeah, he will be getting impressionable Gen Zs in there, and he
What's
will
he
be.
going to call it?
I don't know.
We'll have to come back to that
Yeah.
one.
If you were Ed Sheeran, you'd be so filthy rich you could just create your own lavish private estate, unspoiled by the presence of any other mere mortals. Yeah, again, it's very, very culty. You could stockpile arms. You could get a lot of children there who you weren't quite sure who their parents were. Have them run around naked. And because Ed Sheeran is Ed Sheeran, he decided to do precisely that. Don't know,
So
mate.
Michael
Look at him.
Jackson, is it the second coming of Neverland?
Yeah,
Here we
it
go.
is. Come on, he's basically bigger than Jesus. He's probably sold more records than Jacko ever has.
No.
Yeah.
No.
He broke. They had to change.
Stop.
They had to change how the chart is populated because of Ed Sheeran. Because it
he
was.
had
He had like
in the
10.
top 10, yeah.
He was just all him.
No, he hasn't sold more than Michael Jackson. That's
Bet you
ridiculous.
he
Yeah,
has.
No.
Let's go. Okay, has Ed Sheeran sold
I'll be amazed.
more?
Good morning, Will. What is your main focus for today?
Don't you worry about my main focus for the day.
On your wallpaper.
How many records has Ed Sheeran sold? 130
30 million. All right.
worldwide. Okay. Okay. Let's.
How many
look, there's got-
records did Michael Jackson sell? Further down there.
Oh no, there is. Okay.
I'm sorry, but it's got to be. He can't.
Okay. You know he. All right. Fair enough. Yeah. Jacko has sort of sold. All right. Okay.
Yeah,
Fine.
sorry, what?
Jacko 230. So he's only 100 million away,
Okay.
but he doesn't. No one buys anymore though. It's all streams. Listen. Anyway, he's starting a cult. Yeah. He wants impressionable Gen Zs. He's going to be handing out drugs.
And having
He's gonna be
kids running around.
stockpiling weapons. There will be children.
Will there be monkeys?
There will be animals. It's going to be as look here. Look, he says, while many of us might have to deal with niggling neighbours who aren't too keen on the epic 9-foot zoo-style enclosure you've just built for your cats in the back garden, you'd do that. If you had the cash.
I don't let them out, do I?
Well, yes. Well, you buy them a 9-foot style zoo enclosure to keep them prisoner for your own personal amusement, just for content. Ciarán has simply eradicated that obstacle by snapping up the homes surrounding his Framlingham.
Shooting range for seagulls, I tell you.
Yeah, you could lure them in with chips and fag
An actual
ends.
shooting range.
Yeah, and just.
Yeah.
You're one of the people that really shares my dream for taking up professional seagull culling.
Mate.
I'll do it for minimum wage.
Let's do it.
I'll do it. There are two things in this world.
Field trip for coffee and me.
I would give up all of this for. One is to become a professional seagull shooter.
Yep.
The other is to become a professional child smacker. I'd set up a little tent in a park or on the beach. Don't worry about this. There's nothing weird about it. I know I've just slagged off Ed Sheeran for his cult of undressed children.
And now you want to smack children.
I don't want to smack my own children.
Remuneration.
Yeah, for cash. Okay, so parents of naughty children, I've got a sort of booth set up thing. They go, yeah, he's just screaming. He won't stop screaming. I'm like, all right, fine. I've got maybe a big glove or something on, and wallop, and then out. Like that, 20 quid, I guess, 20 quid a child.
If I was a parent, I would want to be doing that shit myself.
Yeah, I know, it's fine. Yeah, but I think people just want the plausible deniability.
About as a kid?
Yeah,
so
of
did
course.
I.
Not hard,
like,
just a smack body. Never in the face. Chin or anything.
I remember once I was a teenager and my mum, I'd done something awful. I don't even know what I'd done. And my mum chased me. Chased me. And went to hit me and she hit the door frame and broke her finger.
Wow.
And that's the last time she tried to be violent.
Yes, okay. That's
God knows what I'd done, but I probably really deserved it.
Yeah.
But when I was younger, I wooden spoon on the regs, mate. It wasn't even just a threat in our house. There was...
My mum had a special hairbrush that was just for smacking. No one ever got their hair combed with it. It was quite sort of, it was more like a paddle with spikes on the other end.
You got it. You or George?
Oh, me, obviously.
Oh, yeah,
George was pretty well behaved.
Yeah,
I was a menace.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ed Sheeran's starting a cult, so that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Look, we're 23 minutes in. I haven't even played any records. I know that's why people are really here.
Oops.
I don't know, maybe. What have we got? I've got another bit of Bensley's album called Do It Again, which is a nice bit of gear. Askell, Coincidences. Volatile Cycle and Barbarics Hybris Remix. I mean, these are probably all of your favourite. I'm just listing your favourite records, aren't I, Rosie?
Sorry, I just signed out.
Yeah. Noodle Bar by Bass Tripper. That sounds... You like Noodle Bar? That's Nudabar by Bass Tripper. Is he the bass stripper or bass tipper? Bass tripper. Fuck it. I'm done. I can't. I'm out.
You had one job.
Yeah. You weren't making life easy for me. Porn site offers free virtual blowjobs
I need to know
direct
more.
to your phone. Tell me where I can get these digiblozzers.
Also, where's the equality in this? Sorry to beat that drum today, but...
Well, these fucking feminists. Finally, an app that doesn't suck, huh? Straight or gay, if you're looking for a blowjob without all the hassle and commitment involved, then this virtual blowjob app has your mini-me's splooge written all over it. Right, so that is a very, very clear example of the difference between physical paper metro and online metro.
Splooge.
They would never use the word splooge in the physical metro.
No.
The physical metro has not much, but some decorum.
What do you think they'd say? Jizz?
They wouldn't report this. Look at this. Luke Abrahams. I don't even know him, and believe me, I trawl this dog shit rag every day. 98 shares. It's not great.
When did it go up?
Oh, it's Camm Soda. Okay, I have a weird knowledge of all of this stuff that I've built up by
Adult
accident.
live streaming service. You have a knowledge of that.
Yeah, Camm Soda, they make dildos with cameras on that you can live stream what you're doing to your significant other or your Twitch followers, depending on, what you do for a living, I guess.
Wow.
Ever think about cam girling?
No.
No, don't know. You
Never.
could start off pretending you play some computer games.
I mean, there'd
and you
need to
just
be better
edge your
lighting
bum
than this.
a little
Like.
bit. Yeah, you would. You're like, where's your Instagram a ring light? Where's your ring
You
light?
need a ring light, like seriously, mate. I'm telling you now. At least I know what to get for your birthday on Friday.
Oh, thanks. Hey
Saturday?
guys, the real birthday is actually Sunday. Sunday the 18th.
Your girlfriend's confused me by giving
My girlfriend is confused
two
about a lot of things.
different dates for
Yeah.
your celebration.
God bless her. She's with me. She's obviously confused.
I mean,
She's
who
going
made
through
this
stuff.
union? I think we need to talk about who presented you with your girlfriend.
It's true. You brought her out like the sort of like a fresh.
Sacrificial lamb.
So I was about to say debutante, but you can go with sacrificial lamb. Yes.
Sorry, Hayley, love you.
Rankin's been single for a few months now. He hasn't been laid in a while.
So good.
He's
though.
losing his mind.
It was a precision.
Present to you Breakfast Club Hayley.
Yeah. And there she was.
Ah.
And then we went to Franco Manca, and you
Yeah.
were like, what do I do? And I was like, pay for dinner for all of us.
Right, yeah. You spied a free dinner. Yeah, okay,
I
yeah,
was like,
sure.
it was proper impress her. And I'm sorry,
Really
but
impressive to just
it
lend me
did.
500 quid.
It did.
It worked, yeah.
It worked perfectly well.
It would really, really impressive if you paid for my cab home. Oh, right, yeah, okay, cool. Worked. Chestnut
So
checkers.
transparent. Either way, mate.
Yeah.
Or did you ace?
Yeah, you did me a solid.
2 years.
Hey, guys, listen. Look, I'm not suggesting that any of the listeners of my show would come up to your high standards
Oh,
of
no,
masculinity. But, if there are any guys that are considerably over 6 foot and like a pedo gag and are not fussy eaters.
Yeah, absolutely not fussy eaters. If you got that article.
No, it wouldn't come up. The website
What?
wouldn't load for no
Never
good
fuck
reason.
A fuss pot.
Yeah, well, that's it, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's unfortunately Will hasn't got the link, but it's just an article basically about why fussy eaters are fundamentally unfuckable.
Yeah.
Basically, like so unattractive.
It's the worst.
Do
You ever see any of those? You must have seen
I would
the.
take a hit on height for.
Would you?
Well,
Of all.
I think so.
Well, you wouldn't fuck a tall, fussy eater.
How fussy?
Vegan?
Nah, mate. Yeah.
Only eats brown food. Only eats food of a specific colour.
No, I can't. You have to eat everything.
Do you remember those? There were programs about it. The main one was Freaky Eaters. Remember that?
No.
It was on BBC or something, but it was basically them trying to get people with really severe, like, fussy eating. Like, I only eat beans on toast with a specific cheese.
This comes from
Like-
my sister. So my sister wouldn't eat sandwiches. She loved bacon, loved bread. Try and put it together. She would literally scream, regurgitate, cry,
Wow.
ruin everything. She had to have her roast dinner on 3 separate plates. And my mum fucking pandered to this throughout her life. So
God.
this is where my hatred of fussy eaters comes from. I
Ah.
think. Yeah, had to have roast potatoes on 1 plate. meat and gravy on another. Gravy can't touch anything else. And then green veg over there with a dollop of red currant jelly.
What, just eat the gravy on its own?
No, on the meat, but it couldn't touch
the potatoes.
It's like but a lot of the time it's a textures thing apparently. And you hate coriander, don't you?
Yeah, that's about the only thing I don't like.
Does it taste like soap for you?
Yes.
Really weird. I think it's a condition.
It is a genetic thing, apparently, genetic mutation.
So when I put it on Instagram the other day, someone replied and said, yeah, tastes like soap, and I've Googled it and it's a thing. And that's what everyone who hates it says.
Yeah, it's an abomination. It should be banned. You know, hey, listen, I'm a freedoms and liberties guy, but I just think coriander should be banned and it should be punishable by death. That's all I'm saying. Is that too much to ask? Mexican restaurants have to rid all of their food of coriander, lest they all be taken outside and shot.
Where were we the other day that you were like, is the coriander mixed in or is it scattered on top?
If it's mixed in, I can't. It's fine. If it's mixed into a salsa or a sauce of some kind,
you can coat with it.
Whatever. Well, you don't taste it, but then also what annoys me about coriander is people that think they're good chefs, like home cookers who think they're good chefs, think that they're great by just throwing handfuls of chopped coriander at their dish at the end.
Balsamic fucking glaze around the edge. People are like, oh, look at this, I've done balsamic glaze. Mate, no.
You're not a fucking decent chef just because you threw some bullshit herb at the dish at the end of it.
Tastes like soap.
Flaunting it around like fucking Ainsley on amphetamines. Like, there's just no need for it.
Oh, what a mental picture.
Yeah, it's not ideal, is it? Anyway, Camm Soda, an adult live streaming service based in the US.
I don't know how he got to coriander.
Don't worry about that. Don't you worry. This stuff has a tendency to take a tangent. Has launched Epcock.
Insert puns here. I just thought of Disney World because of Epcot.
It's basically an online marketplace where guys can bid and receive on-demand simulated blowjobs, and yes, you can indeed choose how rough, long, and rhythmic you want your blow to be. If you want to get your mini bad boy surrounded by someone's virtual lips, you'll have to do two things.
I just need some more description of what this virtual...
Look, it's coming. Buy an automated masturbator, a male vibrator, and download an app that goes by the name of Max 2. Both work in unison to achieve the simulated blowjob of your life. Okay, so what I'm assuming here is you've got a flashlight of some kind, and then you've got your phone, and they work in tandem.
Noises.
Yeah, and then there's be a video of someone doing it on the other bit.
This sounds like awfully hard work. Surely you just have a wank and...
Yeah. Why is it, riddle me this, why is it that female sex toys are empowering but male sex toys are fucking gross? Because it's true. I mean, I do. I think male sex toys are pretty... Because
you don't get to have all the fun.
Well, I mean, it's... men can't have their cake and eat it.
No, I don't
know. Well, like, if you, like, went back to a dude's house or you would... dating someone for a couple of months and then you found a flashlight in their cupboard, how would you feel about that? No. Would it give you the ick?
Oh, massively.
Yeah, would that be that?
You just, yeah.
No. But like, he's not gonna like find a dildo in your cupboard and go like, no way, that's it, this is over.
But it's not even a thing, is it? Like, if you used males. Oh, this is so weird. If you use male sex toys, you wouldn't like start chatting to your mates about it, would you? Like, you wouldn't go to a fucking Love Honey with a load of your mates, but like love honey party or whatever those awful dog shit. Like,
can you imagine a load of straight dudes having the equivalent of an Ann Summers party? And like, oh, it's a new flashlight.
That's what I mean. It hasn't been normalised, has it? All of you putting them on your noses, because that's what they make you do at Ann Summers parties.
You have to
put them on your nose to chest out the vibratiness. I mean, I don't know.
Right, vibratiness, I guess, yeah.
But yeah, you test it on your nose, and then there's someone who's like old going on about lubes and stuff.
Oh,
and
yeah, there are some old boiler, aren't they? Like,
my feet are going to fall off.
Lubricate your vibe.
Basically.
Let's call it a vibe, not a vibe.
I just don't want to think about any of my mates doing themselves with sex toys. I really don't.
Oh, there's a serious comedy sketch to be had in straight men having a sort of Ann Summers style party.
Let's look into it.
Just like that. Wow. But amazing.
That is why there is ick associated with male sex toys. I mean,
it's just not been normalised.
Simulated vagina, but I mean,
there's something so creepy. Yeah, there's just
no.
I don't know why it's so. Yeah, I don't know. It's not good. But, I mean, you can get, like, the full... Right, so this is just one piece of the puzzle, my friend. This is just this whole routine with the
what
downloadable
else have you
doodad.
got?
Right, so you can get now. Okay, you get your flashlight. Yeah, that will then plug
Why do they
into
call
like
it
I don't know. Well, it's a pun on flashlight, isn't it? Because it looks a bit like a
but it's got
torch,
nothing to do
but
with-
it's got a
don't
fanny
know.
in the end.
I've not
Listen,
seen one.
don't
I've
worry
only
too much
looked
about
at
the
the
minutiae. We're
Okay.
looking at the overall picture here. You can then get a thing a machine that you plug it into, and that will move it around, and give it all, and then that then connects to your VR goggles,
Mate.
and you stick your wanger in it, and then you've got your VR porn on there, and that's you sorted.
Really uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's
But the
not
thing
cool, is it?
imagine, with all these things, it's the kind of thing where once you're done,
Yeah.
you feel like an absolute dickhead. You've got to take
Yeah.
off your VR thing. You've got to clean up.
God, yeah.
It's so embarrassing. I go back to my original point of surely you just
You
sort
don't
yourself
have
out
to. You
quickly.
don't have to clean it. Once logged in, you can choose fellatio experiences from amateurs like the neighbour next door or your favourite porn star. Everyone
Danny
from Danny
Daniels.
Daniels
And who's Tory Black?
or Tory Black
Are they porn
are up for
stars?
grabs on live cam. I guess so.
I only know porn stars from Brighton because there's loads.
Who? Name any of them.
Can't.
What, you can't? What?
Well, you know one of
Oh, I
them.
know one, yeah, I guess.
There's
I don't know
another
her
one as
name.
well. Yeah, you do.
If you said it, I'd go, oh, right, yeah, but I
can't
couldn't
say
bring it to mind.
We both would like.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's a real conversation.
Anyway, yeah. Porn stars we may or may not know.
Honestly, there's quite a few.
If you can't decide on a girl or boy, the site has a handy algorithm. So this thing's going to tell you whether or not you're gay. Display all the models on offer.
What? So you can get a nosh off a dude as well if you're.
Hey, this would be a great way to try, wouldn't it? If you were on the fence, if you're like, I don't know, maybe I am. I'm not sure if I want to go the whole
Yeah.
hog of just getting some dude to suck me off. Maybe this would be a good try. And then you could watch and go like, this seems cool. I'm into this.
Would you let a dude suck you off for 500 grand?
500 grand? Well, if I was single, yeah.
100 grand?
Yeah.
Would you?
I mean, probably under
Would
the
you
right
suck off a
circumstances.
dude for 100 grand?
Oh, 100 grand. Depends what they were like. Do I get to pick the dude?
Yeah.
Hayley right now is at home just going like,
Oh, why did I agree to this? Yeah. 100 grand, yeah?
100 grand what? To suck a guy off?
Yeah.
Again, it depends on the guy.
He finishes.
Yeah, obviously he finishes. Like, you're not going to, like, for the 100 grand, you're going to want to blow your beans, aren't you?
I don't think he's paying. I think this is
Is this just what,
imaginary
taxpayers' money?
hypothetical
It's a crowdfunder?
universe fund. Like.
I want to know where the money's coming from. Is this tax-free?
Yeah, fine. For the benefit of the
Cool.
podcast, it's tax free.
Just trying to work out how much would go into a higher tax bracket, you know?
100 grand though.
Straight up, 100 grand in the back burner. Again, depends on the guy.
My price for things like that has always kind of been like a mortgage-free property. So I
Right,
just
yeah.
think that would be.
Again, what kind of property though? We're talking bed set?
No, we're talking like
All right, what would you do for quite a crummy bed set?
nothing. I don't want a bed set. I
You
don't,
don't want a
my
bed
kitchen
set? Well, you do
near
nothing.
my
Yeah,
duvet.
but you could do it up.
Share
You
a
could sell
bathroom
it. Think
from
of it long term.
No.
Listen,
No, if we're having this conversation, we're going down the route of a nice 2-bedroom property, maybe a little bit of garden, sea view,
All right.
mortgage free.
gangbanged by the audio bouncers.
We've had this discussion. Did you see Mark Boyce retired the other day
He's
after
retired?
25
Bless
years?
him.
I know. I'm
is he-
quite offended to get invited to the party, actually.
That's what it would have been.
For a decade.
Then they've all clubbed in, got you a bed set. Right, Rosie, come on. You know what? Don't tell us it's not been on your mind. Okay, now.
Anyway, next.
Okay, so this you could definitely work out whether or not you're gay. So I think that's nice, isn't it? It takes the load off.
Yep, literally.
Literally.
You
Men.
like fizzy water. Are you part
Yeah,
of that? Yeah,
spicy-
good.
spicy
These
water.
People that are like, oh, it tastes like electric static. Shut up.
Yeah. Men have made
Grow up.
an anti-bag spreading chair. Bag spreading? Anti-bag spreading?
Can't we?
But it looks more like a female set. I guess we're looking at this now, aren't we? Let's get involved. Bag spreading?
Is that different to man spreading?
Yeah, some
Oh.
twat made an anti-man spreading chair that basically crushes your balls because this was a Brighton student. Some
course it was.
fucking lunatic. Men's rights activists have
Vegan.
made an you can be damn sure of it. Anti-bag spreading chair, but it looks more like a sex device. Okay. If you don't think manspreading is a thing, then you haven't been on the line. Oh, fuck off. One student sick of blah blah. Come on, what's this thing here though?
It looks shit. It looks
In response to the sexist creation, men's rights activists have come up with
MRAs. They've got their own acronym. Did you know that?
Yeah,
that was the thing.
With their own take on the design, the anti-bag spreading chair. This looks horrendous. I don't know. But the contraption,
weird kids' toy,
which looks like a saddle, has been likened to a Sibian, a female masturbation device.
Christ.
They're everywhere, aren't they? God, the Metro is dog shit. The design was shared on Reddit's page, Are Men's Rights, with the caption, in response to the anti-manspreading chair, here is the anti-bag spreading chair. A chair that bags will... bag spreading!
Were you thinking ball bags?
Yes, of course I was thinking ball bags. Yeah, bags... Hey, bag spreading is real, okay?
This is boring.
It is boring, isn't it?
Yeah.
What about my one? So you can't rest a bag on it.
You haven't included my article, have you?
Yeah, I've got your article at the end.
Okay, good.
Look, I'll find it. Look, let's play another record. Christ, let's have this barbarics and volatile cycle bit. It's probably fine.
Sounds like a bit of us.
Yeah! Don't you worry. Hayley in the chat. Okay, you have permission to suck this guy off. We have a new kitchen to pay for. Cheers, babe. I'm glad you got our best interests at heart.
Yeah, Hayley.
It's my gal. Coming up at 11 o'clock, our boy Parallax is live and direct. Hell nah, pre-record on this one. Be running the first live version of the roll call until 12. So you can get in the Discord chat for that, give him some shtick. He's got airplane samples, he's got horns, he's got it all. He's going to be reviewing different fleshlights. Really trying to get rid of the stigma. Just really take that stigma off the fleshlight. This is the beginning. Volatile Cycle and Barbarics Hybris remix. It's on a record label. Couldn't I tell you which one? It's on Decipher? No. Stranger starting the hashtag Free Stranger movement. I think you can come back in the Discord after apologising for telling other people to kill themselves. A line was crossed. Oh no. Oh God! Oh no! The camera. Well, you can see the bloody camera's gone. Jeez! Oh baby Jesus! Oh Lord of mercy! Well, guys, that last bit was barbarics and volatile cycle. You're back. Your gal's back. Really, it's only got to last 10 minutes. How do you reckon it's going to do? Listen, we've got this. This is what you actually wanted to come on and talk about. Stick that back in
when
your chops. When
you actually asked me if I wanted to do this, and I was like, only if we can talk about this. Would you? It's too close.
Look, put it in position. You can angle it yourself. Come on, get your hands around it. Here's what's happened.
I feel like a pop star.
Here's what happened when I asked every man I'd had sex with to review me.
And this is the kind of quality Metro content I'm talking about. Honestly, it's about 3 years old, and I enjoy reading it so much.
You just reread the same article?
It's so funny. Well, I just pass it on to people because it is. I mean, now you're going to tell me it's not that funny, but I just think it is unreal.
If this is garbage, Rosie, you are not coming back.
It's not. You must have read it.
I haven't read it yet. I'm taking your word for it. I do not pre-read any articles on this show. If you've ever listened to it, you will know.
I watch sometimes.
I see a headline. Sometimes I get really fucked over by it.
I don't listen. Should I subscribe as well? That would help, wouldn't it?
Yeah, subscribe on YouTube.
I subscribe on YouTube. I just don't on like a podcast platform.
No, do you listen to podcasts? Sure. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God, Giles Corrins. I
don't know who that is.
He's the food critic for the Times.
Yes. Yeah. He's all right, isn't he? Yeah. The article. I'm a perfectionist. I know what kind of wanky response you're expected to give at job interviews when you're asked what your faults are, but in my case, it's true. When I was a kid. Whose GCSE blah 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 blah. Yeah. Anyway, so when one of my colleagues showed me this article and this masterpiece in which journalists sent all their former lovers a survey to find out how good they are in bed, I thought of two things. These are some of the best things I've ever read. I have to do my own version, preferably with graphs and at least a pie chart. Would you like to do this, Rosie? No. I'd like you to do it.
This is your show. Would I like to do this?
Yeah.
Like send the survey?
Yeah.
Oh, I've tried.
You tried an exit survey post-ghosting.
Wow. Yeah. That was a burn, mate.
Well, come on, we've all been ghosted.
I'm on quite good terms with, a couple of people I've slept with. And, sort of like banter.
Yeah, like banter and that,
banter terms. And I was like, would you fill one of these out? And both of them were like, only if you meet up and go out for dinner. Oh, right. So I was like, no, I want your raw, hard data, like nothing else.
Want your raw, hard cat.
That was a really unfortunate choice of wording.
Obviously a bit Freudian.
But yeah, I would love to do this. I think it would be absolutely hilarious. Imagine. I mean, we could get some of them to call into the show.
Yeah, why not? We could do it anonymously, so they'd have that sort of deep, like, kind of computerized voice to preserve their anonymity. Look, we've only got 8 minutes of the show left.
Right, come on.
So the survey is as follows. How was I as a girlfriend? Funny, kind, 8. I think she's rating all these bits out of 10 as well.
Yeah.
What did you think of my seduction technique? It was good enough to get me into bed. 8. Okay. What made you want to date me in the first place? I thought you were pretty and we had the same taste in music. Kissing style. Good kisser. 8. Are there any questions you would add to this?
Hang on. How would you assess my foreplay in general? Can't remember, to be honest.
Nice.
Sum up my hand jobs in one word sentence. Can't remember, to be honest. How was I at play jobs? Can't remember, to be honest.
Does it?
Burn.
What, do they just shit-faced drunk for every sexual encounter?
Exactly. What do you think of my body? Good. 8. What about kinks? Did I ever ask you to do anything out of your comfort zone? Or were these things?
It's a bit. The answers are a little bit male, aren't
Yeah.
they? Fine, I guess.
But she's done a.
There's a graph at the bottom,
there's
isn't
a graph
there?
at the bottom that sums up all of her.
Conclusion. As promised, I present my findings in a pie chart. 76% of sexual partners said good. 23% not good.
Would you do it if you could?
No.
I mean, if you didn't actually have to talk to your exes and you could just survey monkey this shit off and then get the data back.
Look, I do a lot of questionable stuff.
Yeah.
You know, for content. To try and get Patreon subscribers, to try and get listeners for the show.
Well, I'm really sorry because I'm probably going to be massively affecting.
This might be too far. Someone gave a 10 out of 10 for Beej.
Would you not be interested though?
I don't see it affecting my life now.
I mean, it doesn't
I'm in a committed
really affect my
relationship
life.
that I plan to stretch out over the rest of my life.
Oh, I did that.
Oh, yeah, no, you started it.
Yeah, I did.
If anything goes wrong, Rosie, you're responsible.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Well, this fell flat then, didn't it? I thought this would be
this
exactly
is
the
a
sort
lot,
of thing that
longer than I thought.
Well, maybe if you'd have actually read it in advance, then you'd have been able to pull out some quality nuggets. But basically...
What's the fuck buddy? Oh, look, they've got different...
Yeah.
It's the first time. Right. Oh, so this is going back some years, though. Right.
Exactly that. The fuck buddy.
The bad boy.
Oh,
wow. Oh, now it's getting spicy.
You were hot and it was naughty. How would you describe my kissing style? 9, but I think I need reminding. Absolute fuck boy.
Jesus,
wow.
Boy. I think fuck boys get a bad rep. I might get a T-shirt that says
That's a whole other show.
Fuck boy pride.
Oh, yeah. I definitely want a lobster T-shirt. That's why I came.
How would you assess my foreplay in general?
10.
I always had fun.
Now,
and
that's
again,
the kind of
you
feedback
always
you're
wanted to please.
Yeah. How was I at blowjobs? From what I remember, would have to be a 10. Mate, this dude is definitely up for another blowy off of her.
Yeah, he's keen, isn't he?
What do you think of...
how could I be better at sex in general? More practice with me.
Wow.
Straight up A-grade fuckboy.
Yeah, told you.
God bless him, though. He's just out there to sling dick, isn't he, and break hearts.
100%.
He's just out there to sling dick and not take responsibility.
Oh, look. So on the one hand, I'm a little happy with these results, but on the other, I can't help. They're slightly biased, as I suspect he may still want to sleep with me. No shit, Sherlock.
Shit. Yeah. Jesus, yeah. Unbelievable. Were there any additional questions you would put on? Finger in the arse or nah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you have preferred the finger in the bum to flick the gay switch? Because that's where it's hidden. Everyone knows that. That's why men don't take as many prostate exams as they want.
It called that the gay switch.
That's what a lot of guys are worried about going to get prostate exams because they think the finger up the arse, it flicks like the gay button and then it turns you gay.
Is that right?
I guess so. Maybe I just made it up for banter, but it could be. I could imagine it. Some fucking dinguses out there. Yeah. I mean, because that's how it works, isn't it? You catch it, isn't it? Like it's contagious. I think that's how it works.
But I went on a night out with my friends, and all of them were really interested. Would be interested to do this, like
all your female friends.
Yeah.
Guys just don't care.
If I asked my male friends, they would definitely be the bad boy of this thing, asking to get another go, basically, if they were doing it.
Rosie likes those bad boys, as friends and as lovers. Bad boys. Guys, it's the end of the show, okay? I have the VIP list to read out, and then we have our boy, our man of the hour, Parallaxed for the roll call for an hour from 11 till 12, live as it gets. Considerably more live than the lobster I received in the post, God rest his soul. Yeah, I don't know what had happened, but the people who delivered it had also thrown in a bream. Like a bonus bream.
Was that off as well?
Yeah, that was gone.
Mate.
Yeah, it's rough. I don't know whether or not just someone for a laugh, maybe works at a fish company, just sort of like there were some bits that had gone off and they're thrown off.
Couriered?
Yeah, but the date on it was from the day before, so nothing. It wasn't cold. It had ice in it, but that had melted. It was a rough state of affairs for everyone concerned, especially the lobster.
That'll have cost them.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
No.
Yeah.
Like 30 quid if it was a decent
Like
size.
that. Guys, thank you to everyone that's supporting on Patreon. You're all wonderful people. The VIP list is as follows: Greg Cornford, Oliver Hooper, Tom Ryan, Reece Mosson, Squidgy Beats, Pauly Hutton, Ciarán R, Michael Kedzierski, Matty Tomkins, Dave Long, Joel Potter, Colm Murphy, Sam Howard, Tony J, Richard Patterson, Tom Camm, Stephen Harris, Matthieu Boulard, Jeroen Van Thunderbutt, Mike Pye, Lily Unsub, Richard Franks, Thomas Holt, Chode Ryder, Andrew Heichelbech, John Finison, BDR Crew, Peter Blatchford, Austin Grief, Cooper, Gennady Lightfield, James Parry, Hendo Bartendo, Lady Squiffington, nemesis, Underwood, Dan fucking Morris, Guy With No STD, Ames MC, Josh Williams, Rob Humphrey, Shibby T, Coco Shiva, Dan from Tyron Wilmore, Mr. Pope, Driver Aggressive Side, Transatlantic Superior, Drum and Bass, Nicholas Lossie, Chris Bates, The Bill, Chris Bartherson, Owning Bass, Lee Fuller D, Janet Gemby, Francis, Alexander Cassidy, Matt Wright, Grant Sullivan, Tom Robinson, Dab Smasher. He's your boy, isn't he, Alexander Cassidy? Didn't you love him?
Yeah, he's like my #1 Twitter follower. Hi, Alex.
Dab Smasher, Connor Smythe, Kevin Kaiser, Chris Shaw, Mr. Happy, Cosmic Waft, Meatloaf, Nick Bart, Sean Simpson, Robin Carr, Sam House, Who Down, Sarah Hunt, The Hitchmuffs, L Tech, Willay, Ben Vogo, Dentui, Lipe Salazar, Big Watch, My Hell, Mighty Danny, Nick Flemmy, Carl Lewis, Gordon and Liz, Carl Williams, Tom Skipper, unfortunately, George DC, Anthony Sharp, Claudia Lovesmith, and Benage. Thank you guys for supporting the show. You're all wonderful humans. I'll be back tomorrow with Kenny Fu Kennard is coming on the show, and he is going to change his name to Kenny Ken back to back with Kenny Ken by deed poll and get it on his new passport. I will be covering the cost of it. I laid down the gauntlet. I said 500 quid for anyone that will change their name to Kenny Ken back to back Kenny Ken. He saw it. He's interested. He said he'd do it for less than 500 quid. He's a fucking hero. Rosie, where can people find you on the internet?
Rosie Posie BTN.
On Instagram?
That's Instagram.
And
Twitter.
Yeah, Rosie Posie BTN. Blow up her DMs. Slide in there like a warm kitten. Just tell her how you feel. Like a sodden fleshlight. Just get involved. Guys, it's Parallax now for the next hour with the roll call. He's a good boy. I endorse all of his views apart from the ones I don't. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.